Alright, so I was not expecting this at all. TJ McConnell being the energy shifter, Obi Toppin hitting those threes, and catching OKC by surprise. And look, that's what the Pacers had to do. And I haven't even mentioned Tyrese Halliburton yet. He had an injured calf and was still able to put up 14 points and 5 assists. And let's talk about Siakam, who not only sold his soul before the game, but he also had 16 points and 13 rebounds. And look, if you're OKC, you're probably shaking in your boots right now because letting the Pacers force 7 is a huge problem, right? First of all, you never wanted it to get to this point because your historic season could just go out the window. And second of all, this was the perfect game to close out the Pacers. Now, who do I have for Game 7? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I think the most obvious choice is the Thunder. I have them blowing out the Pacers by 10. But I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers go out there and shock the Thunder, maybe even blow them out, because this playoffs has been full of surprises. Wouldn't it be perfect to end it off on one? But let's talk about what SGA did this game. 8 turnovers, 21 points, and 4 rebounds. Just being absolutely garbage other than scoring. And this is what happens when your main point guard can't play make. SGA is a true shooting guard, we know that. But if you look at this OKC squad, they really have no playmaking. Now, do they need playmaking? Of course not. I mean, they have 68 wins. But against a historic, yes I said historic, Pacers team, you kind of see it coming to fruition. Okay, maybe a playmaker would really help them right now. Because there's been times where I've just seen them generate 0 offense if it's not SGA. And Chet Holmgren with the worst stat line on the team. Pascal Siakam doubled his rebounds. For the love of God, Chet Holmgren, you are 7-2. If your twig ass can't even get 8 rebounds, how is your team supposed to win? Also, Lou Dort deserves a shout out for being so ass too. 3 points. 3 points. And OKC was a combined 3 for 16 from the 3-point range. That is terrible, right? And we gotta credit the Pacers for coming out like that. I don't think they expected Tyrese to make those 3-pointers off the bench, to be moving the way he did. And this is why I have to credit Hallie, man. I mean, it takes a strong person to return from a calf strain like that, but an even stronger person to put up an impressive stat line for being injured. Now, pretty much everything was bright for the Pacers this game, but the one dark spot was Miles Turner. Only 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. His ass literally does nothing. I mean, I remember him having dumb turnovers early in the game, and it resulted in points for OKC. If you're Miles Turner, you cannot afford to do that in Game 7. Miles Turner, your team is begging you. Please make a 3-pointer. The amount of times I've seen this dude wide open from 3 and brick that shit like he's 2021 Westbrook should win me the lottery. And of course, he had other sparks off the bench, like Ben Shepherd, who made a buzzer-beating 3-pointer. But let's talk Game 7. That OKC arena is dangerous. They have the best arena in the NBA. Plus, the role players always play better at home, and that is especially the case for the Thunder. And if you're the Pacers, could you stick with the Thunder? Look, if the Thunder go up 15 and the Pacers are just trying to come back the whole game, I think the Thunder are winning the championship. For the Pacers, look, if the Pacers can stick with the Thunder for at least halftime, maybe even take the lead, that's amazing. Because you know your guys are good at closing out games. And this is where the coaching comes in. Mike Duggonut, Rick Carlisle. Who is going to outcoach each other? Because pretty much both of them this series have just took turns exposing each other. Rick Carlisle is setting shooters in the corner for wide open threes. Mike Duggonut spacing the floor so SGA can freely operate. Look, there are a lot of things that have gone in this finals, but the biggest to me is the coaching. And for the entertainment aspect, oh my god, I love this shit, bro. I just love it. Because the last time we got a Game 7 was 2016. And Game 7s are always guaranteed to be good, or at least in my opinion. I mean, when you look at the last 9 finals, the last good one was 2021, and the last one before that was 2016. I'm excited if the Pacers can upset the Thunder. I would love to see that. Obviously, if the Thunder win, that would be cool. But look, the last thing we need is a fucking blowout, man. I'm gonna be honest. If it's a blowout, I'm a low-key be tight. But I'm itching to hear y'all's predictions, man. Who's gonna win Game 7? OKC or Pacers? I got OKC. I'm just hoping it's entertaining. If you like this content or want to stay updated with Game 7, leave a like, leave a sub, and turn the notifications on. And until later, I'll see you on Mars.
Peace. ATL, check up, ATL, check up. You falling out of love. to love you better than I did. Taking our memories on love and treating it like nothing. Taking our memories on love and treating it like gossip. It's my love for my grandmother make me gentle when I care for you.